Homemaking is defined as the creation and management of a home, especially as a pleasant place in which to live. As a stay-at-home mom, I have added homemaking to my roles, and it's one that I really embody and enjoy now. I've always loved decorating and keeping my home tidy. I take pride in making my house feel like a home and making sure my husband and I feel comfortable and relaxed in our environment. But now homemaking is so much more to me. When I first got married, I didn't love the traditional roles for male and female in the household. I wanted to work and I didn't want to take on all the chores just because I'm a woman. We both worked, so I felt like we should both partake in cooking, cleaning, etc. After having my son, I continued to work from home for the first year of his life. He was a chill baby, so I was able to keep up. My husband still helped with chores around the house, but I did most of the caretaking of our son as I breastfed and just cared for my baby. When I had my daughter, not long after, they're only 13 months apart, I was no longer working and I had become a full-time stay-at-home mom. I love this role. It has taught me how to enjoy and truly dive in to my God-given talents as a woman. This is not to say that women shouldn't work. I definitely don't believe that, and my goal is never to cast judgment or add to anyone's mom guilt. For me personally, I needed to allow myself the space to fully develop as a homemaker and mother in order to love my new role. So when I fully took it on, that's when I was actually able to enjoy it and thrive in it. When I was split, working and mothering, it was hard to imagine being a full-time stay-at-home mom and thinking how hard and mundane and whatever it might be, but it was also hard to keep up with everything with having a baby and working. All that to say, homemaking is very important to me. It looks different to different people, but I just wanted to share what it means to me. Homemaking is creating a fun, safe, comfortable environment for my family. It is opening my home to friends and family for play dates or early dinners. Being a homemaker includes doing the laundry, keeping our house in order, and scrubbing occasional toilets when needed. Homemaking looks like ordering groceries for a Walmart pickup, meal planning based on Pinterest recipes, and making sure my family has a nutritious meal served for dinner, at least most of the time. I don't have a cleaning schedule. I do not keep things perfectly clean. I do not make breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. But I do pick up the toys at the end of the day. I do toy rotations. I try new recipes, clean the bathrooms when they start to bother me, keep the laundry cycling through, fluff the pillows on my couch, journal prayers, and read my Bible. I did a video on 7 daily habits of a homemaker where I explain things I try to do to stay on top of my duties, which helps me feel productive, which helps me enjoy what I do. There are seasons where I'm able to do more deep cleaning and be more productive in the home. There are other seasons where I'm just trying to keep things clutter-free to feel less overwhelm and stress in my home. I have spurts of motivation where I declutter and go on a cleaning rampage. I do not have it all together, but I do try to prioritize what I can and give myself a break when I need to. I always relax during nap time. I don't do a nap time hustle. I enjoy my free time. I watch TV. I lounge on the couch. This is so that I can feel like I have something to look forward to in the morning and then to refuel myself for the rest of the day. This is also so that my kids see when I'm doing chores around the house and sometimes even participate. This is what homemaking means to me right now, with a 3-year-old son and a 2-year-old girl, with a beautiful home that I feel blessed to maintain. Seasons change, capacities fluctuate. This is my current season. I hope that this can be an encouragement to you, that you can give yourself grace when you need to, and I also hope that it can motivate you to create a comforting space in your own home for you and your family. Everyone will benefit when you are content in your role as a homemaker.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors.
I want to read from Proverbs 31. A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She's like the merchant ships bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them, and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household, and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate.
On the lawn chair in all the colors, summer love. Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like.
There are so many things that we can take from this scripture and this chapter in the Bible, and it's really beautiful to think about how a woman can really impact her household and her family by the way that she acts and how she upholds herself, how she takes care of her home, how she provides for her family in different ways. And I mean, I don't know about you, but it sounds like this woman is working and taking care of her kids. So like I said earlier, just never want to add to anyone's mom guilt or come across as judgmental in any way when I'm hanging out with my friends and we're having play dates and we're talking about parenting. And I really just thrive in those conversations. I enjoy hearing what other people are doing, what's working well for them and their kids, and I hope to never come across as judgmental, because I really just want people to be able to share with me. I want to be able to learn from those around me, and I think that as a woman and a mom, that is such a great way to learn, is just from other women in your life. I think verses 25 and 26 kind of spoke to me, where it says, she is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. I feel like that just goes against any worries and anxiety. Like, she can laugh at the days to come. She's not worried about it. And even earlier it said she's not afraid when it snows because her family's all dressed well and that kind of thing. So I think just moms can take on a lot of anxiety and fear and trying to control and trying to set up our kids for success and set up our families and just worrying about so many different things. And I don't know if that's a thing that has come with technology and having like more information about all the horrible, crazy things going on in the world, or if it's just a part of being a mom and being a woman in general, and just the way that we think and the way that we perceive the world. But I just think it is really important not to worry. It's really important to put our trust in the Lord. So I just wanted to highlight that. And then the other verse is verse 26. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. And that's something I've really been praying for lately, just prayers for God to help me teach my children, to help me discipline my children. I want to give them faithful instruction. I want my tongue to be life-giving, and I want to speak with wisdom. So I think that's something I just want to continue to pray over my family. And then verse 27 says, she watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. And I think that that is another obviously pretty important part of it, and just thinking through how to really be intentional with my time. I don't want to just be idle. I don't want to just be like scrolling my phone when I have a little bit of downtime, especially around my kids. I do take full advantage of nap time, and I like to lounge and watch TV and have like some restful time. But I also just want to be mindful of what I'm consuming. I want to be mindful of what I'm doing in front of my kids, because I have already noticed how much they kind of want to like hold my phone or see it or try to look at it. They want to talk to someone, they want to do whatever. So I don't know, I do just kind of try to be aware of that a little bit more. This isn't necessarily where I saw this video going initially. I really just wanted to talk about what being a homemaker means to me, but a big part of homemaking to me does have to do with my faith, and does have to do with trying to be honoring to the Lord in my motherhood and in my homemaking, and as a stay-at-home mom and as a wife, and just everything that I'm doing. So I do really hope that this video was able to encourage you in some way. I really hope that you were reminded of how important this role is. If you're feeling like you're in a really tough season, or if you're in a really mundane, I don't know, almost boring season of motherhood, wherever you may be, the greatest work you'll ever do is within your home. And not to say that your home needs to be perfectly clean. That's not the point. It's the work that you're doing with and around your children. So they are a blessing from the Lord. They are a gift from the Lord. And I really want to try to steward that well. If you enjoy videos like this, I would love for you to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. I am always trying to be encouraging to moms going through different seasons, but basically all the same season of life, and going through the young kids' time and what that looks like. So thanks again for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.